stands in the doorway, backlit by the kitchen window, her silhouette less like her mother's now than that of a stranger who appeared without invitation in the cabin he bought so optimistically a year ago, when he still believed he could control the future by wishing it a certain way. "Use your eyes much?" Sills calls, her face still in shadow. Then, with a sudden movement that makes him start, she swings the door closed. Lewis is left standing among the ferns, their fronds lush for the first time since early summer, the spiderweb strung between them jeweled with raindrops. Is she locking him out? Then he hears, before he sees, a jingle coming from the door, the keys still swaying beneath the knob. He retrieves them, and then his jacket, the leather one, though he can tell already it will be too warm by midday. He glances around for windows he needs to lock, for burners he needs to shut off for the 11 hours he'll be gone. On the coffee table is a nail polish stain, hot pink, a color Veronica hates, next to a plate of mostly uneaten cake. Last night he tried to make a celebration. A year since they bought the cabin. "Our cabin," he said, bringing out the cake he'd picked up at Safeway a week earlier and hid at the back of the freezer. "Happy anniversary," Sills replied, took 2 bites of frosting, and then went to work on her nails. The word anniversary struck him as wrong, but he didn't come up with a different one. Had it really been a year since they first walked these floors and lit the wood stove? "If I can just make it through the first year, I'll survive," he's been telling himself since he moved out of the house whenever he thinks he can't make it through another day. What's he supposed to tell himself when the year is past? "You should always leave them there," Sills says, backpack over one shoulder, hands searching or arranging the contents of a black purse with silver embellishments, a pear tucked under her chin. "Never forget where they are that way." "Is that all you're eating? Not like anyone's gonna break in here. You'll be hungry in an hour." I mean, can you imagine? Dumbest burglar on the planet. Come out to the middle of nowhere looking for places to rob? What are they gonna steal, your fishing rod? She finds what she's looking for in the purse, a lipstick tube, which she runs over her mouth 3 times. The same hideous shade as her nails. Something else for Veronica to hold against him. "I put a granola bar in your lunch. You can eat it on the way." That should be their reward. Drive all the way out here to rip us off? Might as well have the keys in the door. "Come on in." "This isn't the middle of nowhere," he says. "We're 20 minutes from Millburg. Booming metropolis. 45 from the state capital. Likewise. And fly rods aren't cheap. A new one costs $1,000. No wonder." What's that supposed to mean? You didn't pay for ballet last month? I just forgot. How many times do I have to apologize? Sills mumbles something he doesn't catch. 45 minutes, he says, and glances at his wrist. No watch. Who knows where it is? He has no time to look for it now. "We've got to go this instant." She pushes past him, slinging her purse over her free shoulder and taking a bite from the pear. But once outside, she doesn't head for the car. Instead, she cuts off the path, passes the stack of wood that needs splitting, winds between the ferns and under the firs. For a moment, he loses her in the shadows. "Hey, I said right now!" She ignores him. Her footsteps crunch through the underbrush, and then she appears again in a patch of sunlight just above the riverbank. But before he can shout again, she's clamped down to the gravel beach that stretches a dozen yards into the bend. He follows, cursing, the legs of his chinos quickly growing damp from the brush of wet ferns. The cuffs are sopping by the time he reaches her. "What the hell don't you understand about now?" His voice sounds strained and thin, as if coming through a long pipe plugged at one end with mud. She picks up a stone and tosses it into the water, which ripples here and there over mid-sized rocks. Past the bend, it's still deep enough to form a pool, even before the rains come in earnest next month. They swam in it all summer, and now he longs for those hot, languid days, even tinged as they were with grief. Will it really be most of a year before the heat returns? All those days and weeks and months? She still says nothing, keeping her face angled away from him. She doesn't want him to see what's on it. This is far worse than her open stare. Veronica turned away from him too, just before the end, to hide what she wasn't yet ready to say. The panic bubbles up once more. Isn't what he already lost enough? In his mind, he's compromising with her. "If it's better for you, we can make it every other weekend. I won't see it again."